Apple's next big event is slated for September 10th. And of course, before that, a lot of rumors are circulating, including the biggest one that's been going on for a while, which is a budget iPhone, the iPhone 5C. And there's a lot to support that it could actually be part of the big announcement.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you look at the past several years as far as Apple announcements, yes, they do a new iPhone announcement just about this time every year.
It comes out just around every fall, ready for school.
This is not
Christmas.
Groundbreaking speculation.
Well, no, because it is if it's the new budget iPhone, because they've never done it. It's still like a luxury item, especially the most recent iPhone 5. But many sites are speculating that it is actually coming this time, and it's called the iPhone 5C. The C stands for color, or cheap.
I have some other ideas of what it could stand for as well.
Well, it's also, they think it could be the Apple IIe and the Apple IIc back in the 80s. It's probably not that.
It's not that.
The C stands for compact in that instance. And it doesn't, according to the pictures that have been shown around of the plastic case,
the leaked pictures.
The leaked pictures, that all seem to kind of match, which substantiates that this could actually be a credible rumor.
And if you look to see what Apple has done with the iPod Touch in the last year, it seems to be going in that direction. Plastic, colors, lighter,
plastic
cheaper.
Bags, backs, not bags, popping up. They all look pretty similar. And it makes sense for them to do that because Android has a line of very affordable handsets, and even the Firefox OS is also new and low cost, so it makes sense for them to do this. And there's a lot of people who would buy it. It's rumored to be based on the old guts of the iPhone 4S.
Yeah.
It differs in some places, and that makes sense when you think about how the iPad 2 guts were reused for the mini iMac.
This is a very Tim Cook move. You wouldn't have seen Steve Jobs doing stuff like that. He didn't care about making a budget version because he was wanted to be the trendsetter, the one you paid more for, the
Do you think this is a step back?
Prestige.
I mean, the colorful little things, they kind of remind me of the old plasticky.
The Emacs. Yeah. I think Tim Cook is a good businessman. He understands what people want. He understands how to make his company money, is to reuse stuff that you have left over and make something new and interesting and cheaper.
Yeah, they have lying around.
It's not a bad business model.
They'll likely also announce the iPhone 5S, a new upgraded model, which would demote the iPhone 5 to second in the line.
And it would cut the 4 and the 4S out of the equation altogether.
So why not use their pieces?
So now all the phones are the same size and shape, which is cool.
It also works for implementing iOS 7, right? If it's more uniform.
That said, if the iPhone 5C has the guts of a 4 or a 4S, it can't do all the iOS 7 things. So that might be a limited iOS 7 capability.
So this new budget iPhone, budget in quotes, will likely not feature a lot of the things that the iPhone 5 is known for, being that it will likely have iPhone 4, iPhone 4S guts. This includes panorama, in-camera filters, AirDrop, so it likely fits that budget slot. But kind of what doesn't fit the budget, I keep saying in air quotes.
You've used your air quote quota.
My quota.
Stop it.
Now I'm annoying. So the price is speculated to be between $100 and $150, which makes it about mid-range.
I think that's a little low. I think you're looking at $199.
Speculation. Really?
I don't think you're ever going to get a $99 iPhone.
Well, it's the
Even
iPhone
plastic.
is a luxury item. It's not ever really going to be cheap, and it's mid-range. So an unlocked version would maybe be about $400. You would guess.
Of the C?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About $400, which is a lot lower than about $700, which you could look for in the current higher-end model, which is good, not great. Will there ever be a cheap iPhone?
No, you're never going to get.
Or should there ever be a cheap iPhone?
I don't know. I mean, Apple has, in the last couple of years, Apple's only been losing market share as far as mobile phones go, with Android, with Windows phones, breaking in. So they don't quite have the iron grip on the market like they used to.
Well, Android makes a lot of smart moves, and not everything's set in one way.
Yep.
Smart moves and smartphones for smart people.
Just cut it there. Just episode over.
Segment complete.